getting my asshole out with this nonsense live stream. Don't tell me that made it into the. Don't tell me that made it into the. Don't tell me that made it into the live stream. If I even, is my mic even on? Is my audio even on? Am I even listening to what I'm supposed to be saying here? Is the question. Okay. That's what I'm wondering. We're live here on YouTube. What's up? All right, we're responding to this bull non. I'm trying to avoid using any profanities at the start of the damn thing because I don't want YouTube to be mad at me, but God, I just feel like, I swear, you guys are being more annoying in 2026 than you were being in 2025. You guys are being more annoying than I've ever fucking seen you be. All right? I'm getting fucking annoyed. Why do I have a text? It better say, change whiteboard. Not important. Not very important. People are fucking out of hand, okay? Out of hand. Right now, we're about to upload the short from last night onto YouTube because I got thwarted on YouTube because it had a F-bomb in it. And so I've since gotten rid of the F-bomb. I've muted the F-bomb. I've censored the F-bomb, and I will be uploading that right now. Literally right now. I'm off the Wi-Fi. I'm on the, we'll be using the cellular data, but I'm going to upload it right now. The reason I'm uploading it right now is because I did not want to wait any longer to start this live stream because, oh my God. Like, editing content in 2026, dude, I'm just trying to send it. Every time you do anything with content in 2026, you're going from your phone to your computer, back to your phone to your computer, back to your phone to your computer. And you're like, fuck, I got to go over to CapCut. And then I got to send it back in Premiere because CapCut's got better captioning than Premiere, but Premiere's got the better availability to change the orientation of my videos. And so I'm like sitting here going back and forth because I had to delete the video from YouTube today because it got whitelisted because there was an F word in it. And so I removed the F word. Okay, and I was going to upload it before I started this stream, but it was taking so dang long. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to change the 24 down there to a 25 because it's the 25th episode of MattyTHINKS. So I'm going to do that, and I'll be back here in about 15, 20, maybe 25 seconds. Bunny 5, 21. So, welcome to episode 25 of MattyTHINKS. If you've made it to episode 25, you're 25 hours in. I'm 25 hours in. 24 hours was yesterday. We do an hour per day, 5 days a week. It's MattyTHINKS. I put up a post last night. I'm going to show it to you right now on my phone because I'm about to upload it. It's on my Instagram right now, but I'm about to upload it to YouTube while we're sitting here on live, which I've never done before, so we'll see how that goes. Welcome in. I see somebody popping in. Welcome in, whoever you are. So, what is this? This is my... Okay, we're going to watch this. I'm going to have to just like show it to the screen. I could probably pull it up on my computer and we could watch it together, but I didn't set it up. So, here.
This is what every single artist should have said at the GRAMMYs last night when they accepted their speech.
It's from yesterday.
I am fighting for the musician out there.
Right.
I myself am a musician who works hard. I put my blood, sweat, and tears in my music, and I will not let artificial intelligence threaten and replace us.
Got it.
And then infringe upon
Got it.
copyrighted materials
Got it.
humans have made for years. I stand for music and the musician. I stand for art. AI.
Okay, good. I had to check to make sure that that was done properly. The fire is in there to clap it out. Now, again, that clip is out of context intentionally. Like, I literally, out of context, clipped my video from yesterday because nobody knows what point I'm trying to make because you'd have to watch the whole video yesterday to know what point I'm making. And on YouTube and in this clip and in Instagram with the caption, I kind of misled what I was trying to say on purpose because it doesn't fucking matter. For one, it doesn't matter what you say or do now. It doesn't matter at all, which is interesting. It's like it's like annoying and interesting at the same time. That's what's so fascinating about right now. It's like people are annoying, making me be like, okay, fuck you. Like more, like if you're gonna be whatever, like about me saying that we should talk about music at the Grammys and not talk about politics at the Grammys, that was literally the point. And I was like, yo, not only was that the point, I was like, not only are they not talking about the one thing that affects music the most right now, which is, you know, automating the production of it, and then promoting the distribution of AI generated, blah, 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 blah. Not only did they not talk about that, but they talked about something that was completely, you know, a distraction. It's a political argument. So wherever you stand on it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It's a distraction. It has nothing to do with music production, okay? It doesn't have anything to do with music production. There's nothing that was stated on the Grammys and people's acceptance speeches had anything to do with the production of music and the future of the industry. And it also, they didn't say anything that was like, hey, we don't use this. I mean, I thought there would be like an interesting, you'd think that they would come out and say something like, I was surprised. I was like, I don't understand. It's been such a hot topic, the AI music thing. And then we're at the Grammys, and I know that half the damn Bieber record was AI was used to make it. And so I'm like, it's because you guys don't want to admit that you're using it. That's the real thing. Okay, you're not going to say that. You're just going to talk about this political issue instead and just distract everybody. Okay, and that's what the point I was making is. So right now, let's upload this damn thing. We can do it together, you and me. Add from gallery. All right, we're going to manage. We're going to select more media. We're going to grab the most recent one. Blah, 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 blah. Hit next.
This is what every single artist should have said.
It comes off annoying. So I posted this. Let me tell you a little bit about today while I'm letting this process in the background. I went to the golf course today because I had a long damn 7 days going into this. I worked all weekend on stuff, so I didn't have a weekend, right? And then yesterday we were live. We were doing a bunch of other stuff yesterday. We completely did a bunch of lawn work, blah, blah, blah. So the last 2 days have been our Saturday and Sunday, kind of. So today I went to the golf course. And I posted this before we left. And when I checked my phone later, I was like, of course. The only comments I got on this post on Instagram were from people I don't know, and they were hate comments. No one I know commented on it because it's me talking about the Grammys and AI. It's too hot of a topic because everyone... It's almost like here's what's you want to know my fucking opinion? You guys want the political speeches now. That's what this post, when I put this up today, the responses I got, I was like, "Oh, you guys now expect and want the political speech at the award show that you used to say you didn't want. You actually do want it." The thing about what's going on with the media is they've actually done such a damn good job that you guys have all lost your mind. Of course, when I say you guys, I'm speaking to only the people this applies to, all right? And if you think that I'm not speaking to you, then I'm not speaking to you. I'm not speaking to myself because I'm not, like, running around angry at everything. I also don't look at stuff and not comment on it and pretend not to see it when I saw it. You know, I don't view things like a voyeur like most people are doing now, and it's so weird because the views are huge, and I have people later tell me that they saw it, and they're like, no, I like everything that you post. I'm like, you don't like anything I post, but you see everything because you've mentioned it, and that I posted that 3 months ago. You know? It's such a weird time. And so I'm going to read the comments once I finish this post, because I've already posted this short, so I already know what to put. It's what wasn't said at the Grammys last night. That's literally what wasn't said at the Grammys. Or should I, let's go with, yeah, we'll just go with that. It didn't work. What wasn't said at the Grammys. At the, and then all caps Grammys, just to grab attention if anyone sees it. We're going to mark public, because most things default to private now. I think they did that to fix YouTube had a public live issue. No, it's not made for kids, in case you guys are wondering what people do. Clip from episode 24 of MattyTHINKS. All right, and then we're going to review the comments, and then we're going to give my responses to the comments, because I don't really respond to comments on Instagram anymore, because I don't know anybody, and they're mostly hate. And I'm like, what do you want me to do? Gary V, argue with him? I'm not going to sit there and argue in my comments. I have too much to do to sit there and get in an annoying mood talking to people on the internet. So I just post shit on the internet every day, because I talk for an hour every day. If you want to hear my opinion, I speak for an hour, and I respond for an hour in person to these. So a clip from episode 24 of MattyTHINKS, discussing AI, music, and the Grammys 2026. Some of this stuff I don't think really matters. I just put these things in here. Related video. I link every single video to the video it's from. That's what I do. I know some people like to link everything, every short to the latest video, but I want you to get that, go to the video and get the context if you want it. So I link to the video. Add to playlists. Everything's on the MattyTHINKS live show playlist. So if you want to watch the shows, you can watch them start to finish. If you start at 1, I wish you luck, because the beginning of MattyTHINKS was fucking intense. Okay, the first couple of weeks of MattyTHINKS was like out of control. Okay, the first 7 episodes were so ridiculous. It was just me like taking every single insecurity in my life, mean thing people said to me, and then word vomiting them into the mic. So that's what the first 7 episodes of MattyTHINKS are. And then last thing we're going to do is we're going to pick a cover. We're going to pick a thumbnail. So it says what they didn't say at the Grammys. And I'm going to go like accepting speech or something. When they accepted their speech. Okay, we're going to click, have that as the thing, viewing. So it says like what wasn't said at the Grammys. And then the text in the short will say when they accepted their speech. That way you can kind of look at it like that, click, and then write, hey, fuck you, Matt, when you're done watching it. I'll read some of the comments. This is getting uploaded right now. Good, sending file. Done. So that short that you just watched, we're going to open up Instagram after, and I'm going to read the comments from some of these people. I don't know who they are. I haven't really read them yet. I just saw them briefly today, and I was like, okay, no one I know. I think my buddy Cairo might have commented, and he's a musician. And he wrote like, you know, forget AI kind of thing. So yeah, this is uploading right now. Other than that, after that, maybe here's what we could do. While this is uploading, I want to talk a little bit about basically what I've been doing, how my January went. We're going into February now. And what I'm doing as a independent musician to stay afloat financially. All right, I think this is really important. I don't know how valuable this will be to other people, given the fact that I've lost a lot of money in the stock market in my life. Learning what I know now, so you know, learning how to trade and stuff like that. Obviously, blah 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 blah. But I essentially I have like resorted to like day trading. I'm not even kidding. Not like I've resorted to. I just so happened to be able to to make some money last month in the market. And I was like in the month before, you know, just like a little bit. And I was like, okay, nice, doing some options trading, because I'm like, I need some money, right? And there's things I can do to get money, right? I don't want to go through the formal process of getting into like some sort of sales gig. And so I was like, forget it. Let me just play some trades, dude. I have some ideas as to what I believe is going to happen in 2026 in the market. And so we were able to predict some of the downside in Microsoft. Yo, here we are. Yo, Sound Vibes Live. What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? Have a great live. Good evening, my friends. Are you heading out, I'm guessing? Have a great live. So essentially I've been resorting to trading on my E-Trade account to cover the rent expenses here, because my goal is this. The only thing I want to do is make enough money every single month on my phone so I don't have to dip into my savings anymore. The majority of all of my money is centralized into one security. I guess I can tell you a little bit about how we got here, how I'm in the position I'm in. I mean, my financial position is a little bit interesting, actually. I've never, ever, ever, ever revealed how I'm able to pay for things. I know what a lot of people think. I don't give a shit about what you think. I don't talk to any family members. I haven't in going on a year now. So that ain't it, kid. What up, dawg? Yo, where the bag at? I get paid, JPC. We doing well out here. I get paid. March 10th, by the way, JPC and Joe. March 10th is officially the date for Fake Shit. The album cover is completed. I completed it myself on Saturday. Speaking of AI, I used a little bit of AI in the cover. Guys, I am not the one who pretends not to fucking use it. It's plugged into Photoshop. The AI is plugged into Photoshop. So I used Google Gemini. I took a photograph of me in the... Well, there's an engineer in the photograph, too. That's not one of the artists. There's me, Asher, our secret mystery artist to be revealed, and the engineer that is his engineer. on the cover. I took the photograph outside the studio and I cartoonized it a bit using Gemini. Then, Ready Buddy Can't Wait, Joe, you're going to shit a brick. I'm going to reveal it so soon. I'm talking the second I just get the thing uploaded and distributed, I will release the cover. I will release whatever the heck. And yes, I think you guys are both going to like it. And you guys are going to be excited, given the fact that I think both of you know the singer. I think both of you know the lead singer. So that's why I think I'm excited. And I just am waiting to get it submitted through distribution. Because this record's been held up for a while. What up, JPC? Let's go. Yo, Joe and JPC, the homies. You guys both listen to similar stuff, too. I know JPC said Dirty Heads, and Joe, of course, is Sound Vibes Live reggae rock journalist. So, Joe, actually, we met Joe over Cashed Out. Over a Cashed Out shirt. The story of Joe and I is very interesting. And again, it's in that first episode of Vibe Talk on Sound Vibes Live. So if you want to learn more about Joe and me, there's a whole hour we did on that. I use Firefly. So Firefly, that's what I use for expansion, by the way. I see that stuff as substantially different than garbage like Suno and Flamingo. By the way, Flamingo I talked about the other day. Or yesterday maybe. The Flamingo thing is crazy. Did you know Flamingo is being funded directly by Pershing Capital, who owns Universal Music Group? So I spoke about this yesterday. This was crazy that you said Flamingo. So JPC, you know a lot of stuff. Firefly AI I use to expand the bone cover. So if you go to the bone cover I did, where it's got the blood and it says bone on it, and it's me with a video game like this, that was a small photograph, and I used Firefly inside of Adobe to expand the room and make my living room bigger. I mean, that's fair. I can't afford a damn massive studio space, so I could take a little image and expand it with Firefly. That was sick. I don't agree that, yeah, exactly. That's not like Suno, which is like, I want a sad song, enter, and then like play, and then you could take that and send that to Spotify. Like, that's bullshit. But yeah, I'm not surprised in the Flamingo thing, dude. Yesterday I was talking about how this is why this AI post, this short that I'm putting up that I'm going to comment and respond to once it's done uploading. Again, I'm on cellular data uploading to YouTube right now, but this is on Wi-Fi, obviously. I talked about, again, in this short about AI. And then I mentioned, well, why wasn't it mentioned at the Grammys? Why did we talk about the nice guys the whole night and we didn't talk about AI once? And then on the live stream yesterday, I go, let me just look this up. Didn't Warner just sell? It wasn't Warner. It was UMG. I go, okay, so it's Universal Music Group. Didn't they just sell? Yeah, UMG just dumped a bunch of equity, and they're being restructured by Bill Ackman over at Pershing, right? And Bill Ackman's a hedge fund manager. And one of the things they're doing is heavily investing in AI song creation, in AI song recognition, and critique software. And so I'm like, no wonder they're not talking about AI at the Grammys. Not only do I believe, and have I been told, again, from people on the inside, particularly this lead singer from the song we're releasing, that they use AI in demo sessions in Nashville. Or also, again, I said yesterday, Rick Beato talked about it. So not only are they using it in music, some of what it might have even gotten a Grammy yesterday, you don't know, because remember, this has been out for 3-4 years. They're also actively investing in it in an attempt to, again, take labor costs out of the production of music. Now, who's the labor cost in music production? The musicians. I mean, so if you can make it for less, you can make more money. How do you make it for less? You get rid of the labor. You pay your employees less, or you automate and replace your employees. That's how you grow. This is how business works, right? And that's all well and dandy. But what this short was getting at, which I will again get into once it finishes uploading, it's at 51% now, was that, look, I'm on your team. And the fact that people are yelling at me, dude, you should see the comments. They're like direct digs at me, like literally calling me a nobody, whatever. And then some of them were like deleted. I want to see what YouTube has to say when this goes to YouTube, because I think YouTube will be interesting. But the point is, I don't understand. Through this live stream and this shorts, there we go, uploaded the channel. Good. It's officially live. The short. Now we can go and react to the Instagram comments, which I've yet to look at. So let's see. It's not like there's a bunch. They're not from people I know. It's like 2 or 3 comments of like random people. What is that? Stop making noise. What do we got? Okay. We got Cairo. AI is trash, of course. We'll just throw him. We're going to throw him the hands. We'll just say, like, we out here. I'm just going to, like, we out here with the fist up or something. Shout out Cairo Reeve. We love Cairo Reeve. He's in the What's Next music video, so we like Cairo Reeve. Trips and Keys. I know Trips and Keys. I know who this is. This is a buddy of... oh, this is Wally. He liked it. Okay, good. He's a nice guy. So someone commented, your cell JPEG. Let's look at this guy's page. But see, this is what I'm saying. Like, I like Evangeline and Kanye. He's got 11 followers, 8 friends, 0 posts. I never know if these people are real. I really don't, because the photograph is not of him. The photograph, this is like a fake. So I look with these comments. Like, look, I like Evangeline and Kanye. Now, Evangeline is an album by Thundercat. I don't know if he's referring to that, if he's referring to an artist named Evangeline that I'm not familiar with. But he put like random kid, right? This is what he put. So he put a GIF up, a GIF of random kid on the bus. So I guess I'm the random kid on the bus, is what he's saying. Oh, you can hear my thing in the background. Oh, by the way, listen to this. Oh, it's not doing it. Sometimes the mic gets picks up the phone. And then this other guy, Chris Berry Fizz, who's also a Kanye fan. I'm wondering what the Kanye thing is. For some reason, they must have thought that this was relevant to Kanye fans. This is Chris Berry Fizz. He said, this isn't it, bro. This isn't it, bruh. This ain't it, bruh. And so what I'm wondering is, like, it got 20 likes, though. Which fucking, dude, for me is a lot. Because I have literally, like, 5 followers. All right? Because I just started this YouTube. We got followed by a rapper. Who's this guy? Look at Bourbon Street. This is Joe's buddy. We'll follow back Bourbon Street. Joe just did an interview with this artist here. Joe Sound Vibes Live. So we follow Bourbon Street back. Reef Man. So fire. But this isn't it, bro. And so I'm just like, with this thing, like, all I stated was that I wish the Grammys had talked more about the damn thing that's threatening the independent musicians. All right? And I get shit. I talk about Billie Eilish revealing her boobs and how it's taboo to talk about. And someone writes to me, you need to stop making content. That was on the Billie Eilish Heavies post. Someone writes, you need to stop posting content. It'll go like this and I'll get a bunch of hate and then out of nowhere it stops getting views. It's almost like Instagram's like, enough of that. There's also a comment on Facebook. I wonder who that's from. I get nervous. Hey, my buddy Jay Ice with a new whip. Let's go. See, you hear that sometimes? How it buzzes like that? That's sometimes the phone getting picked up. There's ultrasound frequencies. Of course, ultrasound would not be picked up by a microphone. But I think it's just the electricity of the phone. Based. Okay, based. Cody Bullware said based. Now, what does based mean? See, I don't know this person either, I don't think. Said based. Based. Now, based is a new term. And I've always thought that based was kind of a bit of a dig. Isn't based like a bit of an insult? Like, I'm so based. I know base God. I mean, that's throwback. Base God. Test 1, 2, 3. I'm back. No way. Holla, Bourbon. Joe, you're back. So based. Let's look up, what does based mean? I know what I think it means. I'm so based. Like, if a guy's based, like, he doesn't need, if I'm not mistaken, he like doesn't even like need pussy. He's like stoic. He's like based. It's like kind of like almost like being woke, but like stoic. That's what I think based is. Watch me be so far off. Based slang meaning. Being yourself, acting authentically and holding firm personal beliefs of public, regardless of public opinion or controversy. Okay, so then let's go. This is not a hate comment then, or it is, but So what should we say to Cody Bullware? He says based. I'll be like out here taking shots, you know? I don't even know what to say to people ever on the internet. Like, so I always try to be like funny, and then like I'll post it, and then they won't even like it. I'm like, fuck, they even see it? And if they saw it, were they like, oh, I should never have commented on this guy's page. This is why I hate fucking responding. Here's the misconception about doing anything in like making a content, making a video, wanting to be whatever. Like doing, we have stand-up comedy, by the way, on Thursday. I forgot to shout that out. I got to get the damn flyer up. I have a show Thursday night, by the way. Stand-up, third stand-up show. We're building the, I recently have been engaged thing into a bigger whole act now. That's what's really exciting about Thursday. I'm hoping maybe Thursday, before I go up, we'll just on the live stream, we'll do the act. Because the last 2 times I did stand-up, my big takeaway was I forgot the jokes I had to say, and I had to look to JC to be like, what was the line? And she's like, write stuff on your hand, and I'm like, no, I'll rehearse. I'm not going to look at notes. I'm gonna be a professional. I can remember a 5-minute act. Okay. So Cody, I'm gonna say, let's reply with a GIF ourselves. It's apparently GIF, by the way, not GIF. I've always thought it was GIF, but according to the maker of the graphics interchange format, which is what I believe GIF is short for, he said it's GIF. Almost positive he came out and stated it was GIF. So let's reply with a GIF to this guy. He said base. And let's do something like ducking shells or something. We'll look for like trenches or something like ducking shells, trenches, you know? Like in the trenches, like warfare. At ease, boys. This is kind of funny. At ease, boys is kind of interesting. Like this at ease, boys thing is kind of funny. That guy right there. But it's a little cheesy. So let's keep going. I want like ducking under cover. It's a duck. It's literally a duck. Whatever. I'm just going to put general, like a general, and just do like this one. Okay, these are terrible. Going back to trenches and getting that general one and just putting that. At ease, boys. Yeah, Hundo B. No, I'm gonna put me coming out. I'm gonna put me coming out of my hole. This is even funnier. This one of this guy coming out of his cave. Where is he? Coming out of his trench hole right there. That's what I'm going with. That's what I'm going with. He put based. Also, his photograph, his profile photo is black and white. And so I know already he's a monochromatic. He's aesthetically monochromatic. Right? He likes black and white. Of course, monochromatic meaning one color, but one color being the scale of gray scale, black and white. I don't know if that's correct what I just said, but I don't look shit up. I went to the golf course today. No rangefinder. Okay? No rangefinder. I had some unlocks today on the golf course, by the way. Here's what I want to tell you about my golf game. Okay? Because my golf game's been getting good. Really good. Today, I didn't have the score I wanted, so I stopped keeping score because I was getting too score focused. And I said, no. Today's a field day. Okay? This is my Sunday today. All right? Because I worked all through the weekend with that cover and all that bull crap. And with the ice cold, oh my God. Guys, the whole entire lawn outside is covered in sand. Literally covered in sand. We had to level the lawn because I put sod on it and they jipped me at the sod place and I didn't get enough on my half pallet, and so there's like empty spaces, and then the sod I have to like level it so that the mower doesn't scalp the edges, yada yada yada. The point is on the golf course today, because my front lawn looks like a golf course right now, I've been really slapping the ball well, for one. Okay? I've been really not going for it. All right? Not going for, hey, I drove the ball 280. Should I take the 3-wood and try to go on? Or should I just hit it down there, chip it on, and putt my birdie? All right? And not fuck it off in the rough and get a double, you know? So, Eagle Trace, no. I went to Woodmont, actually, today because Woodmont seems to be the best value. Number one, I cannot stand getting lumped into foursomes when I go to a public course. All right? My dad used to be, when I was a kid, younger, he like had like a country club membership or something, which he no longer has, and that because he doesn't play golf anymore. Blah 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 blah. It doesn't matter. So when he let me go with him, I didn't realize that when I grew up, and you got to go public courses, and you get lumped a lot into foursomes with some people. They might be nice, they may not be nice. So I go to Woodmont because Woodmont's got 27 holes, and if you ever get stuck and bunched up, there's a 9-hole course that's like supposed to be the dinky course. Very tough course, so you know it. The dinky course is the Pines, and so you can just go to the Pines and go and play like by yourself really quickly. But the Cypress is, of course, the challenging course. And what I've been focusing on, which is what I've been focusing on with my life, it's the same strategy that I've been doing with my life in 2026, with this live stream and with the way I market music and how I'm focusing on making good records and blah, 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 and having consistent content and doing what I want to do. I did the same thing on the golf course, which is like, I used to like make a song and then like, I'm going to put $1,000 in marketing and I'm going to submit $500 of playlist submissions and I'm going to do all this crap to try to get people to listen to it. But you can't pour gas if there's no flame, for one. All right? And like Damon John says, money only drives you to your problems in a Bugatti. Same is true on the golf course. If I take a 3-wood and I slap it, right? Today's the perfect example. I lipped out a birdie that should have been a walk-off birdie, by the way. I didn't finish on 18 because it bounced around. Should have been a walk-off birdie. It lipped out. I slapped it, right? And I go, look, am I going to take a 5-wood or a 3-wood? I think I had a 5-wood. And am I going to look how tight of a gap? What's the likelihood that I hit a 5-wood, all right, 215 yards, dead straight, it lands on the front and rolls up onto the green? Because if it lands on the green, it's going to roll off the back, all right? I got a bunker here short. I got a bunker long right. Wood. And Joe's like, 5-wood. That's about right. It's about right. No. Joking around. Same size. And I'm like, fuck this. Same thing with my life in 2026. Fuck this. I'm not putting thousands of dollars in marketing. I'm not doing all this crap I don't want to do. I'm not pulling a 5-wood out and trying to put it on in 2 and putt eagle. You've never got an eagle in your life. Not a legit one. I've never got a fucking eagle in my life. Okay, not a real eagle. When I was a kid, maybe I got like an eagle, like playing like an idiot. But not like as an adult, like an eagle that matters. I haven't. I never make the eagle putt. So I said, forget it. Lay it up, put it on, and then putt it for a birdie, which lipped out. So then I get a par. Nothing wrong with a par, by the way. It was the second hardest hole in the course. So the same thing's true with my life. In 2026, I was like, I'm tired of trying to take the 5-wood and hit it on this 5-yard gap and then roll it on and then putt it in and get an eagle when you've never got an eagle. And you're just getting double bogeys instead. Why not 12-wood? Joe! The Zazic. I think we've seen enough of the old Zazic for a while. Have you seen Analyze That? He goes, the old Zazic. He's like, we're gonna fuck to get some bacon around here. Not you, I hope. Real good. I was a little kid. 4 or 5 seconds. Like, little kid. Like, for a second. Little kid. Wanted to be a cowboy. Let's analyze that. If you've seen the movie, you know what I'm talking about. Joe with the distracting, all right? Italian, 12, also, but I had 12-inch Italian. What's up? Anyway, here's the deal. We've been focusing and playing it more conservatively, having more realistic expectations, and then actually trying to achieve them. That's what I've been doing on the golf course, all right? If you miss the birdie putt and it lips out, which it did, and did it roll 6 feet away, which I had to do an uphill straight 6-foot putt to save par? Yes, I did. What would I normally have done? I didn't get the birdie Man, bam, bump it, miss the par putt too. Now you got a bogey. That's a metaphor for how I used to play golf and how I used to live my life. If it wasn't a home run, if it wasn't an eagle, if it wasn't a birdie, then fuck it, miss the par. Well, it's like, dude, well, you got a card full of bogeys and double bogeys. Take the pars. And when you miss the damn birdie putt, try to make it. Don't just give up because you didn't get what you wanted and then not even get okay and lose. Don't lose because you quit and didn't accept, not winning by 30. The only competition is yourself. Which is, by the way, I think true in life. Like, this is kind of what I'm saying. This is not a 4-quarter regimented football game where there's rules and there's finite amount of time and there's specific rules and there's only one way to win. There's not only one way to win in your life. All right? There's one way to lose, and that's to give up. Which is what always upsets me about my bro, which I really wish I could like save my bro, just get him back kind of thing. It makes me sad. He's my older brother, so there's not much I can do. I've tried a lot. I used to invite him out to a lot of social events, but it ended up kind of making him turn on me and ended up making him feel like I was putting pressure on him to go to stuff or like putting him on the spot. It only ended up pushing him away. Again, he's my older brother, and him and I, very similar stuff happened to us socially, like the way just kind of, socially, just not getting, accepted, just the normal stuff of growing up. None of this stuff's a big deal, okay? And, I got made fun of. I got ousted of social circles. I got kicked out of schools. I got in trouble. I've banned from places that my parents still go to. I'm not allowed to go to anymore, all right? But my bro, he took a lot of that negative energy. I'm down here in Fort Lauderdale, Florida. He took a lot of that negative energy down here in South Florida, and he let it get to him. Arnold Schwarzenegger actually talks about this a bit, I think in Pumping Iron. I'm not sure, but he talks about his father being kind of a very mean guy. Though a very disciplined father Arnold Schwarzenegger had, he said that his brother didn't have sort of the emotional fortitude and the thick skin and the drive to sort of say, you know what, I don't care how you make me feel, I know my value, that he had. And so I feel the same way when it comes to the sort of thick skin that I have versus my brother. Like, why I'm able to just be like, I don't know why these guys are writing "you suck" on the internet, even though they're not writing specifically "you suck." But a lot of that made him turn inward, my brother. Okay? And it makes me upset because he's such a sweet guy. He's like one of the greatest guys I've ever met on the planet is my brother. You know what I mean? He's my brother. You got to love your brother. Your brother's different than your mother, than your sister, and your father. I mean, obviously that's no shit. But your brother is like your brother. And it's tough when there's stress on the relationship, and it's tough if your brother views you as his adversary when you're just his friend and you're just his ally. And every time I talk to my bro, I'm like, dude, I'm your friend, bro. I swear to God, there's no way to get him to not think I'm either attacking him or trying to sound superior to him or I don't know, being dismissive or being overly argumentative. It's just, or trying to sell him. He always thinks I'm trying to convince him and persuade him to do other things that I'm not trying to convince him to do. I just want him to have a good time. I just want him to smile. He's the kind of person where I can't ever really get that deep, real smile. That real one that really gets into your eyes up here. And so it's heartbreaking. I've cried. You can ask JC. I've cried. I've sat out here crying, just thinking about my brother. I've cried being like, it's so hard. I just want to be happy. It's weird because I have these deep feelings for everyone in my family. But what I'm saying is your mother and your brother and your sister aren't the same. Your brother's like, he's my brother. You seen the movie Legends with Tom Hardy? The Legend? Oh my God. He goes, I can't do that, mate. He's my brother. And they're asking him to whack his brother. And he's like, it's my brother, mate. Can't do that. And then in the end, she's like, you have to love him. He's your brother. And he's like, I know that. Like he just wants to kill his brother. Anyway, Legend, Tom Hardy, plays both parts. Great. Great brotherhood movie. Brotherhood is something that I think is very important. That's kind of been neglected a lot today. There's so much divisiveness today. And this is what I was kind of getting at with this comment. That's why I put the live stream up. I didn't put the the damn thing about the AI about last night to be like, the sad thing is everyone wants your damn attention, right? Everyone wants you to buy what they're selling, right? This is the oldest trope in America, right? But now more than ever, there's more people doing it, right? They want your attention. And so when you see something from me that's a clip out of my show, and it's me saying what they should have said at the Grammys last night was, you're like, fuck this guy. You know, I get that. I totally get that. But I'm not trying to, like, get your attention. I'm trying to get your understanding. I'm trying to actually pull you in for, like, hey, look, dude, I'm telling you, fuck them. We're on the same team here. Like, that's what I'm saying. Everything I always say on here is, like, anti-them. Anti the people with the money and the power who are trying, with the money and the power and the people who are trying to divide us. That, okay? With the Brits and the Brits and the people, and you put them in the Brits and the Bucks and the Brits. They're trying to divide us, all right? They're trying to divide us, all right? And this is what I'm talking about every single day. I'm not trying to get your attention to be like, look at my live stream and then listen to my music and buy my thing. Of course, that's always fun because if you make art, you want to share it. If you have no one to listen to it, there's no audience, then there's no interpretation. It doesn't mean I need, like, attention. I, in fact, almost, like, fucking hate attention. I almost can't stand it. Compliments make me uncomfortable. Okay? I'm like, thank you. No, it's fine. Yeah, no, you're good. You're awesome. If someone says you're great, I say you're great. All right? If someone says fuck you, I go, I love you. Okay? I used to fight, like, head on, but those people who are ready to fight, they want you to fight back. And it's almost like, don't fight back, because then you're vindicating their worldview that everyone's an asshole. Okay? And so I'm not going to be your asshole. But I am thinking that I have to kind of at least be somebody's asshole. Because I've been making music, I've done commercials, I've done films, I've done a Shakespeare before. Okay, I've run a recording studio. I've been a showroom sales manager at Paradise Grills. I've been a inside sales telemarketer selling cash advances. I have been a door-to-door solar salesman. I have been in network marketing when I was 18. I have been a Division I athlete. I've done all of these things. None of them work for me. People don't like them. They don't want my music. They don't want to see me on TV. I'm blackballed from the casting agency down in Miami. And so I'm like, I'm on this live stream, and this seems to be the only thing that I've ever done and posted shorts of and had any response to. Mostly saying, this ain't it, or you suck, or like, you ought to not make content. And then I got the one based. Thank you. But it's the only thing that gets a response. But it's not really like a response of, hey, you're the best. It's not a response of like, hey, I love your music, your art. It's like, it's either like, you suck or you're awesome. All right? But this is the only thing I can do that resonates with anybody. And of course, I don't want to day trade for the rest of my life, which is what I've been subject to doing to try to pay the rent. We had to make all of the money we made last month. All of the money I made last month was either made in the stock market or off that damn Justin Rose tournament. All right? And the month before that, it shouldn't say the only money I've made. Of course, I sell shit and do all this other stuff, but music doesn't make shit. I am not getting another damn sales job and spending my whole life doing that because I've done that already so many times. I have enough money saved, all right, from what I was going to tell you earlier about my financial position, that I can continue to do this, all right? And we were running into a bit of a damn dry spell. We needed some cash. So January, we had to make some cash the good old-fashioned way. And to be honest, the only thing that ever comes through for me for making money is the stock market. It's the only thing that I've ever made any money in. I lose money in everything else, okay? Music, I lose money. I lose money in music. I am not net positive in music. There's no way, especially with all the damn money I wasted in 2025 on promoting it in such a stupid ways that I did. So the only damn place to make money these days is the fucking market, which is what I said. What did I say? $10 million home sales are on the up. First home acquisitions, first home buyers are down. So people who own shit are richer than ever. If you own any assets, you have more money than you've ever had before, and every day it goes up. Mark Zuckerberg, again, I told you the other day, just popped past Bezos again as they go back and forth because Meta was up 10%. So what are you going to do when a $4 trillion company is up 10%? It's $400 billion. Well, did Meta sell $400 billion more in revenue last week? No, they didn't. But everybody who owned it's 10% richer. Oh my God, gold. Oh my God, gold. Don't even get me started. Here's the thing with the precious metals thing. Gold's been ripping for a year. I thought gold was too high a fucking year ago. I thought what gold did in 2025 was nonsense. Where's it going now? To $7,000? I traded gold calls last year. I was up 1,000, down 1,000, up 2,000, down 2,000 with gold. I get if I just held gold, I would have doubled my money last year, but I already have a long position. I don't like everything I do now is like to get cash in the trade, and so I do calls. But gold behaves in a way. Gold drove me crazy last year. Okay, don't even get me started with GLD. GLD was the ETF I was trading. All right, but this year we made a little money by moving by consolidating our position into one company, which I will reveal. It's Meta. It's Meta. The reason I'm in the position I'm in is because if I told the story, let me tell the story of how this happened, how we are able to do what we do. It's not what you think it is. It's not what anyone thinks it is. I've never told anybody. I've never told. The only person that knows this is her. And even my other ladies I dated before didn't know. They thought I was like a fucking deadbeat. And I'm just like, you don't know what the fuck you don't know, okay? So just shut up, okay? And I'm not saying that to be a dick, but I'm just like, a lot of people will project upon you stuff, especially when you're in your 20s, all right? And, you know, you can go pop it in and out of stuff. Because I used to pop in and out of jobs. I'd go and make some money and then get out. If you do sales, it's 100% commission. So the more money you sell, the more money you make, and then you can just get out of there. And you have to get out of there. It's hard to get out of there. You have to replace yourself. By the way, you have to literally train replacements for yourself to get out of a sales job. It's not that easy. So in 2013, I've had an interest in the stock market my entire life. My entire life. I have The Intelligent Investor. I've read it. I have Security Analysis. Well, I don't have Security Analysis. I listened to the Security Analysis by Benjamin Graham audiobook when I was like 20. I read Intelligent Investor a while ago. I have The Rational Optimist. I got Uncommon Stocks, Common Stocks and Uncommon Profits. I got Charlie's Almanac. I've just been into the stock market my whole life. And so my father is also in finance. So what was beautiful is, since he's a financial advisor, I've talked about this on other episodes. People, all of my family members, everyone, cousins, aunts, uncles, of all the kids in the family, my sister, they give all their money to him. Literally, my sister gives her checks to him. All right? He's like retiring, so I don't know what the fuck she's going to do because he's like literally retired. But the point is, when it came to me, he knows we've always had like, we've always been able to like, you know, do this together kind of thing, right? He would call me, we'd talk about positions and stuff because I've always been into investing, all right? And so in 2013, there were two things I was into. It was Facebook, all right, and GoPro, because GoPro had just gone public. And so did Facebook. It's called Meta now, but it's called Facebook at the time. And when Facebook went public, all right, in 2013, Facebook was not a hot IPO. It might have been hot for a second, but Facebook was like $80 or something. I can't remember the exact number, but Facebook did well and then sold off dramatically after IPO because Facebook didn't make any money. This was the big thing back in the day. This is before it made all its money in advertising. But there was a big company that just came out called GoPro. And GoPro had gone public, and it was a multi-huge billion-dollar company back in 2013. And so we like GoPro, we like Facebook. All right? We like GoPro, we like Facebook. And I can't remember how, but we kind of both were like, you know, one's tech, one's a camera. You know? GoPro's a camera. We don't know what Facebook is. You know what I mean? It's a company with billions of users, you know, and all this attention, and excitement, and then GoPro had all this money, but no promise. Like, well, where's it going? GoPro's making a lot of money. Facebook's making no money, right? And so let's go do an analysis as what the fuck happens in 2013. If I had bought GoPro stock, I would be fucked. I'd have less money. I think GoPro's gone down in the last. So let's see what GoPro stock has done. If I had bought GoPro stock, I think the guy's not even a billionaire anymore. Oh my god. Oh my god. GoPro was like $80 a share. I would have lost all of my fucking money. I told you it was 80. I told you it was 80. I told you, I know the number. It was fucking $80 a share. I know the number today. That's the peak. It hit 80. Dude, I would have no money. Okay? I would have no fucking money. So, my account I've been working on my whole damn life. It was worth like, I don't know. I don't want to say the exact amount. I don't want to give away too much. The point is, we put it all into one thing. It was one or the other. We didn't put it all into one thing. We put the bulk into one thing and then diversified against it. One of them was like Starbucks. The other was Microsoft. Those I've gotten out of. The other one was like Apple. I've gotten out of all of those. But so at the same time, I mean, look at the fucking difference. I mean, look at the difference. It's 2,500% return. It's 26 times your money. So you either would have had with the same, and see, this could have gone one or two ways. It just could have gone one or two ways here with this damn thing. With that. It just so happened that it was Meta. I mean, it's just like with people with the damn Tesla. It's just like people with freaking Nvidia. All right? And it's not like it was a crazy anything, but it's done so damn well. All right? That we were able to, manage it well. And I've been managing it on my own for a long time now. Because I got all my money away. I'm the only family member that left a long time ago. I got all my money out of there and I said, fuck you. So I've been on my own for a while. And, I've never sold a share of Meta. I've never sold a share of it. I just refuse to, you know what I mean? But there's a lot of things you can do. You can get margin. You can do a lot of different things to make cash around it. So, there's ways to keep yourself afloat. I mean, that's just what I've been doing. Okay. And so with that, that doesn't last forever. I've been spending it to stay alive and spending it to invest in music last year and all that shit. And it wasn't making money. And me being the sort of kind of guy who goes, well, at the end of the year, what are the finances of this thing you're doing? Okay, you're spending thousands and you're making what on your music? Okay, well, we need to fuck it. Then just make the music for $0 because I can't burn all this money. So by necessity, I had to stop spending money in music. And I get paid is like crushing other songs. And so by necessity, like a lot of things I've done in my life are just by necessity. Literally. Just by necessity. Or just by things I was interested in. And they just turned out to work out in a certain way. And most everything has failed in my life. Everything. I mean, I'm in this position I'm in. I'm not like in some crazy position, you know. We're all fucking here. We're all living. We're all kind of all eating the same shit sandwich here. But by necessity, I stopped spending money on the music distribution. And I realized how much money I was wasting. What an idiot. Spending all that money on Meta, ads, or running and stuff. I Get Paid has done well. We're at 6,300 streams. Again, it's not any money, of course. Doesn't matter. It's not about the money. Not about the money. But just letting you guys know a little bit of the inner workings here as to what's going on. As to what the how we got here. What we do on a daily. You know, where we're going. What I think's going to work. What has worked. What hasn't worked. Okay? That's kind of what MattyTHINKS is almost even about. MattyTHINKS is about what we did on the golf course today. Which is, we're going to loosen up. We're going to focus on the fundamentals. We're going to have a good time. All right? We're not going to try to shoot the moon. We're not going to shoot the moon. It's never, you're zero, all right? You're 0 for 100 on shooting the moon. So we're going to play safe. We're going to play conservative. We're doing that with our life. We're going to be conservative. We're going to take steps that make sense. We're going to bite off what we can chew and then chew it, like Will Smith said. Okay? And I feel better. So that's, you know what's crazy? Is not only am I spending less money and not spending money, saving money is making money. As Ben Mala said, saving money is making money. So if you're not making any money, we'll start spending a lot less. And so that's what I have done. Spending less time, spending less money, spending less energy on things that don't give me a return of those. So if I spend my money and I get no money back, well, we're not going to keep putting money over there. And if I keep spending all my energy going to this event and those people aren't giving me back the energy that I'm putting into it, you know, that I'm trying to then support, if they're not being like, you know, at least responsive to that, then forget it, you know? And I want to be comfortable in the tee box. So I want to be comfortable over trying to swing as hard as I can, right? Trying to put as much money as I can in a release, trying to make something as cheesy as possible to get something to someone to listen to it. By posting it endlessly or whatever. Trolling, spamming, blah, 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 blah. Blah-de-blah, blah-de-blah, blah-de-blah. None of that anymore, okay? So, that's what's going on over here. I hope you guys are, of course, doing well. Joe, these comments I'm reading are hilarious. The last thing I want to say is we're considering going Wednesday to Sunday instead of Monday to Friday. This Sunday is the Super Bowl, so I don't think I'll do it this week. I think this week I'll just go Monday to Friday because we're already 2 days in this week. And why would I go live on Sunday unless I went before the Super Bowl? So we can maybe go 7 days in a row. The point is, we're thinking that Wednesday to Sunday might make more sense with Monday and Tuesday being days off. The reason I say that too is because Monday and Tuesday I usually have the least amount of people ever engaging with the streams anyway. So, that's interesting. And I think a lot of people are hanging around on Saturdays and Sundays. Doesn't necessarily mean you're out doing stuff, you know? I don't know how it is in other places, but here in Fort Lauderdale, there's just not that much to do. I mean, there's a bunch to do, but not. It's like the same thing. And it might not necessarily be like that fun. There's a lot of like restaurants, bars, hotels, places to spend money getting food and drinks. That's kind of it. And then there's Topgolf. I mean, there's obviously the classics like bowling, things like that. There's plenty of things to do. We've just done them all. You know, we've just done a lot. Done pretty much everything there is to do around here. And so you're just kind of like, what should I do, you know? So, that's that. So we're thinking about going Monday to Friday. I mean, Wednesday to Sunday. I think we're going to do it. Okay? And then I'm going to get the confirmation on fake shit. We'll get that set up. And say less. It's going to be it. It's going to be it. So, what else we got? What else we got? Oh, gotta get the VHS too. Yeah, we got a lot to do. We have a lot to do. We have a lot to do. Literally tomorrow's all work. So tomorrow we will be getting ourselves up to date on all of the work we need to do. As always, guys, thank you for watching. You are the best.